also watch video. Angelo is here for you to look at. You can watch video on the News Radio 710 WNTM Facebook page, or also we have the video available on the Uncle Henry YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you can to the Uncle Henry YouTube channel, and also follow me on Twitter at Uncle Henry. In the last segment of the show, the last half hour of the show, we talked about Sam Jones, former mayor of Mobile. He mentioned to AL.com that he hasn't made up his mind yet, that he might run for mayor, he might not. He'll make his decision before the beginning of July when qualifying opens up for City of Mobile elections. And after we talked about that, Johnny Gwynn emailed asking for the Sam Jones song, the Sam Jones rap song. No, you haven't heard it in a while.
I have not.
Well,
I like the fact, though, that you just had it right there. I'm impressed.
Well, of course.
Where we from, Mobile, Alabama. We work on our mobility, busy to be divided. Sam Jones is our man, Sam Jones is our man. Sam who, Sam Jones, Sam who, Sam Jones. Where we from, Mobile, Alabama. We work on our mobility, too busy to be divided. Sam Jones is our man, Sam Jones is our man. Sam who, Sam.
And look, I want him to run so I can play this every day.
Sam Jones, Mobile's mayor, bringing jobs, filling homes, couldn't have a better mayor. Too busy to be divided, too busy to clean the climate. But now Sam Jones, yeah, he bring us all together, bringing down taxes, cut the gas prices. Mobile be one, to hell with all the races. Here to feed the homeless, they walk around shoeless, give you good advice. Never had you clueless, working hard 9 to 5, 7 days a week. Community bleeding pink, it's breast cancer week. It's about Sam Jones, you know I got
It
to
was
tweet.
Breast Cancer Week, also mentioned.
Rocking every beat, we just 3 young men trying to make a living. Thanks to Sam Jones, no mortgage, I'm renting.
Thanks to Sam Jones, no mortgage, I'm renting.
Jones at my front door, rock.
All right, see, this is what, is there a Sandy Stimson song? Has someone come up with a Sandy Simpson song? Because the Sam Jones, I'm telling you, I like this. I want to play this. This has energy to it.
Uncle, I have 2 questions for you, Uncle Henry. Number 1, was this officially sanctioned by former Mayor Sam Jones?
I don't know if you officially, look, aren't you honored when if somebody, I'd feel it's an honor if somebody came up with a song about me like that says that I've helped them avoid a mortgage by helping them rent and also lowering taxes even when I've raised them.
And then my second comment is something that actually Ariel brings to mind.
No letter, bring careers to the city, putting crime to pity, count grands, hundreds, 50s and 20s, we rags to riches. We getting out of pictures, Sam Jones for mayor. We gonna make our city better. Got my man Sam Jones, he's sitting on the throne. He about to ever home, so we can have more jobs.
Sitting on the throne. All right, look, I can't wait. The question, and we'll get to your questions in a moment, Angelo, but has someone written a song for Sandy Simpson? That is the question.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
Our biggest interstate problem spot is in coastal Mississippi, eastbound I-10, just past the Moss Point exit. This is a major accident spot that had AirMed on scene as of a few minutes ago. You're detoured off at the Moss Point exit. This will affect traffic trying to get from Mississippi across the Alabama line. Meantime, biggest crash in Mobile is blocking all lanes of the eastbound side of Moffett Road, just west of Howes Ferry. Accident with entrapment being worked there. I'm Ray Romero with Time Saver Traffic.
This report is brought to you by the T.J. Martell Foundation. Join the T.J. Martell Foundation in the fight against leukemia, cancer, and AIDS. Your support helps facilitate cutting-edge research that will lead to more effective treatments and save more lives. Visit tjmartell.org to learn more.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
It's going to be another wet one along the Gulf Coast. As you head out the door this morning, make sure you grab the umbrella and give yourself a little extra time. Showers from the Gulf will be moving in for much of today. Rain coverage today will be around 70%. During periods without rain, expect mostly cloudy skies. Highs today will only manage the middle 80s. Tonight we keep the chance for lingering showers, but rain coverage goes down to 40%. From the News 5 First Alert Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Thomas Skiboy.
This report is brought to you by Compassion International. Every child is born with talents, hopes, and dreams, but poverty will steal those dreams. You can help a child find hope when you become their sponsor with Compassion International. Give a child a chance to dream again. Find out how at compassion.com/radio.
Your home for traffic and weather on the 9s every morning. This is News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. In the last segment of the program, tremendous excitement in bringing out the Sam Jones for Mayor rap song again, since he may be running, according to AL.com. The one thing in the AL.com story, though, that may be of interest to you, the Mobilian, is that it says that the Facebook page is not officially sanctioned. That Sam Jones is aware of the Facebook page that has Sam Jones Forever, but it's not officially sanctioned. Now, did you have some questions or things about this song?
Well, my first question about the song was, or the comment I was going to make that Ariel brought up the other day on one of her little blogs. She talked about closed captioning and song lyrics.
Wait a second. Now, Ariel has a blog, thebeatofmobile.com,
right.
And Angelo reads Ariel's blog. Now, Ariel, this is the second blog post. Would you join us here? This is the second blog post that Angelo has brought up.
Sort of scary, isn't
Angelo,
it?
you stuck around after the pineapple thing.
I did stick around after the pineapples and after the, what was it, garlic and anchovy pizza? I think that was the ending of that article.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't want to know.
It's at thebeatofmobile.com. Now, so Ariel, when you write these things, do you have middle-aged men in mind?
No, I actually have women my age in mind. In fact, I'm working on one today that Angelo, just don't go read.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. And by the way, thank you for warning me. But I did laugh because the one I read the other day made a lot of sense to me as an old white guy, that closed captioning can be really important because you listen to all these songs and these lyrics, or you see something on television, and then you go back and find out what the lyrics actually are, and you go, wow, that's what they were saying?
All right, now, this was at thebeatofmobile.com?
I'm not sure if that was on the Beat of Mobile or if that was just something she randomly posted on Facebook.
That was something I randomly posted, yes.
So now Angelo is also, would you call this Facebook stalking?
No, we're Facebook friends.
We're friends, and it popped up on my news feed, Uncle Henry. I'm not searching out what she's doing and tracking down every step of the day, but sometimes when she post something, and I guess if it's popular enough, it bounces onto my feed, and I saw that. But you mentioned that sometimes the lyrics that you think you're hearing aren't what you're hearing, right?
Absolutely.
And I would love to see the lyrics on the Sam Jones rap and see everything that's being said, because some of those lyrics can certainly be misinterpreted, as we said off the air. You know, some of the phrases that are on the song.
What about Sam Jones sitting on his throne?
Sitting on the throne.
I agree with Angelo. I want the lyrics to this song.
Right.
I you know what?
I need to learn that song.
I just think it's an honor to have somebody go to the trouble of doing a song like that. Is a great honor.
Right?
I think it's a great honor for Sam Jones to have someone rap about him.
If you think about it, it's a very good campaign strategy. Don Siegelman, I still remember his campaign song. And how long ago was that?
What was his campaign song?
You don't remember it?
No.
I don't. You got to help us out here.
No, I'm not singing that. Y'all got me messed up. But if you Google it, I'm sure you can find the Don Siegelman song. How do you not remember that?
Okay, no, I'm going to have to
very
find
churchy.
it. Okay, I'm going to have to find it. Thank you, Ariel.
Thanks, Ariel.
Thebeatofmobile.com. Angelo, middle-aged man, keeping up with the writings of Ariel on her blog and on Facebook.
I'm trying to feel young and hip, Uncle Henry.
This is Uncle Henry. I want to tell you about Dr. Thomas Bender and Advanced Dermatology and Skincare Center. We love living on the Gulf Coast. We love all the fun activities, the fishing, the golf. But years of being out in the elements Well, that can accelerate damage to your skin. That can accelerate the aging process of your skin. Dr. Bender can help you with that. Dr. Bender is a board-certified dermatologist. He provides the latest innovations in medical skincare and cosmetic skincare, and he also has all the latest technology. He's got 3 convenient locations, Mobile, Daphne, and Bay Minette. You can find out more about Dr. Bender and all of the services he provides by going online.
All right, we're back here on Facebook, and I'm looking for Don Siegelman campaign ads on Facebook, and I haven't found any yet. I'm sure that not on Facebook, but on YouTube. I'm sure I'll be able to find them at some point, but I do not remember I don't remember anything about him singing a song. Let's see. Here's something from C-SPAN where they were allegedly playing campaign commercials.
State like Alabama with a Bible
Let's
Belt
see,
vote. So I think there's some concern. But for the moment, this is one of those places where
there was allegedly. All right, wait. Now I'm playing Us and C-SPAN at the same time. That would really put somebody into a coma.
seem to be running remarkably well. Here's an incumbent in a Republican state, a Republican governor who is in trouble.
Don Siegelman lied as the star witness in the 1995 voter fraud case.
All right, well, this is anti-Don Siegelman commercials. All right, well, I'm going to look it up because campaign songs are very important.
And I guess it will remain a mystery for the moment.
For the moment, but I'm sure somebody will find it for us on YouTube. I'm trying to think of campaign commercials. I used to have a lot of them saved up in the archives, and the only one I've got is the Jim Folsom thing about his shotguns and his dogs. But I don't have any of the other ones. I do have Don Siegelman audio, but not him singing.
What was that? 2 kids, 3 dogs, 4 shotguns? That was terrible. That was terrible. I'm sorry, but
I have 2 great kids,
see?
3 dogs, and 4 shotguns.
I nailed it.
I go to church every Sunday and never have played tennis at the Mountain Brook Club. I'd rather be hunting.
And I bet he is now. Now that he's out of office, I'm sure he's out there hunting. Probably owns all the land he's hunting on. Let's see. Nope. I don't see the, if you look up Don Siegelman campaign, let me try a few other, I've got to find this before we go back on the air.
Now you're going to be obsessing over this, Uncle Henry.
Don Siegelman song.
You need a website.
All right, and now we're getting YouTube ads.
All the candidates are talking about crime in Alabama, but only one has real experience fighting crime and drugs, Don Siegelman. As Attorney General, Don Siegelman set up the state's first drug strike force.
Okay, there's no singing in that one. It's video of people being put in jail.
Right next to him?
So now it's not video of him going to jail, it's video of him putting other people in jail.
Wouldn't that be a terrible thing, though? You've been putting people in jail, and now you're going to jail.
I'm sure that crossed his mind.
It's like, oh, darn.
I'm sure that crossed his mind more than once as he spent several years in jail. All right, well, it's lost to history, the Don Siegelman campaign song. We'll have to look for it later. All right, we're about to go back to radio.
Is blocking all lanes of eastbound Moffett just west of Howells Ferry. Accident with entrapment there. I'm Ray Romero with Time Saver Traffic.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
She didn't just visit the sick and poor. She moved in with them because they needed help. Mother Teresa couldn't do it all, but she gave her all. Compassion. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Chemco Metal Buildings Weather Center.
It just seems like we can't shake the rain, and it's going to be another wet one along the Gulf Coast. Rain chances today will be north of 50% once again, and throughout much of the day, rain chances will be at least 70% as showers work in from the Gulf. Expect scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder. Highs will reach the middle 80s. Showers will linger tonight, but the trend will be lowering rain chances and will finally start to dry out starting on Wednesday. From the News 5 First Alert Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Thomas Gieboy.
Traffic updates every 10 minutes on the 9s every morning. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. Here with Angelo, MobileBayCoins.com. I went, during the commercial break, I went on to the vastness of the internet, the World Wide Web, and looked for, Ariel says she remembers vividly a Don Siegelman campaign song, and I was unable to find it online. So if you, the listener, can find it and send me a link to it, unclehenry@gmail.com. We would love, now that we've been revisiting the Sam Jones for Mayor rap song, any other political songs will be much appreciated. And as far as, now, Mayor Standy Simpson running for re-election, as far as I know, he doesn't have a song yet.
That's sad. Somebody needs to write a song
well,
for the mayor.
I would like to issue a challenge to, I know that numerous musicians, when they can wake up early enough, listen to the show. People like Eric Erdman, the very talented B. Graves, Mr. Ball Throp, McInnes, some members of Paw Paw's Medicine Cabinet, all these different musicians. If you could come up with a song for Standy, to the tune, you could do it to the tune of Barry Manilow's Mandy. Just change the lyrics to Standy. Oh, now what's wrong with that? That was a huge hit.
That's not much of a challenge, though, to just change up the lyrics from Mandy to Sandy. The folks that you just mentioned are extremely talented.
What about...
And I could see any one of them doing a great job coming up with a totally new song.
One of the popular films in the United States of America in the past 6 weeks has been the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yep.
Featuring as a major plot point of the movie the song Brandy.
It's another good song.
By Looking Glass. They believed, in fact, I believe the characters of the movie said it was the greatest song in all the universe. Brandy. If you could just change Brandy to Standy and then have lyrics, switch the lyrics around to be about Mobile, Alabama and Standy Simpson.
Sandy, you're a fine mayor. What a great mayor you have been. Something like that.
Something like that.
That's not a challenge, though. If I can come up with that in a couple seconds. I mean, these guys are very talented folks. Very talented. I have a lot of respect for all of those because I can't sing. And lyrics are way, way beyond me.
Well, see, Brandy fits Standy because it's about, it starts out with a port on the Western Bay, which is Mobile,
True.
and serves 100 ships a day, which is the container port. Lonely sailors pass the time away. All of this fits this port city of Mobile and Mayor Standy Simpson. So I'm putting the challenge out there for somebody to please put together a Standy Simpson song so we can compare it to the Sam Jones rap.
I'd almost like to hear an Uncle Henry for mayor song.
Well, no,
I think that would be
I'm
entertaining
not,
as well.
but I'm not running for mayor. This needs to
Is
be
that
about...
is that your unofficial?
No, I officially say I'm not running for mayor. I'm not running for mayor. I don't want to run. I don't
You don't want to run, period.
I don't want to mess stuff up. I mean, we've got aerospace coming in.
Right.
We've got University of South Alabama football. We've got Walmart Distribution Center. We've got Amazon Sortation Center. We're going to have more job training in the future with more job training available in the city. I don't want to mess up the city of Mobile by me getting involved.
But Uncle Henry, you can represent all the older folk that are going to need care and assisted living and things like that, and maybe make this an older folk community.
Well, that's not, look, what are you trying to, no, Mobile is headed in, let's not mess things, don't try to mess things up, Angelo. The older folk will be fine. We've got different places. I mean, we've got a lot of things we can do in Mobile. All right, let's see. John, hello, John.
Morning, Uncle Henry.
Yes, sir.
Wondered back if you remember back when Charlie Graddick was running for governor that there was a little ditty that came out called the Politico rap. I've got it somewhere on cassette. It's done by somebody, a local musician in Montgomery.
I don't remember that. No.
Well, the only thing I can remember right now was something about vote for Charlie Graddick. He gets your vote like automatic.
Okay, that's good.
That is pretty good. I'm just wondering where I have a cassette player to play the cassette.
Well, I think I have one at home that I might be, if I can find the tape, I can plug it in and put it through the telephone or something.
There you go.
That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful.
I'm going to look for it, though. It was pretty sharp in its day because it encapsulated all the people running for governor at the time.
Okay. Well, John, thank you. I don't remember that at all. I can't wait to hear it.
I'll look for it.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. All of these, I'd not realized we had all these political songs going back in Alabama history. So the challenge, someone needs to come up. We've got the Sam Jones rap song. We need a Standy Simpson song. Brandy by Looking Glass. Mandy by Barry Manilow. Or can you do better? Can you come up with something original? There's more to come. For the radio listener, we have actual news and information which you wish and you were getting. And that is coming up next on The Uncle Henry Show.
This is a Bloomberg Market Minute. General Motors shareholders get the chance to vote today on billionaire David Einhorn's bid to split the company's stock into two different issues in a move he says will drive up the stock price. Einhorn's Greenlight Capital, which owns a 3.6% stake in the carmaker, says the stock's 4.4% gain since its 2010 IPO is concerning in a bull market that's seen the S&P 500 more than double. But GM has urged its shareholders to reject the proposal. British Airways is pointing to human error as the cause for mass flight cancellations that grounded at least 75,000 passengers last month. The CEO of the carrier's parent IAG tells reporters that an engineer had disconnected a power supply at a data center near London's Heathrow Airport, causing a surge that resulted in major damage when it was reconnected. Stock futures indicate a lower Wall Street open. S&P futures down 7 points, Dow futures down 51, crude oil lower by 0.3% at $47.26 a barrel. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg.
Uncle Henry here for Window World. I became a highly satisfied customer of Window World about 3 years ago when I needed replacement windows for my house. I was attracted to Window World because of their great offer. A vinyl double hung replacement window for $189. Now that product was such a good value and the installers were so professional, I became a big fan of Window World. I got them to replace all my windows and also put up storm doors. Window World has high-quality windows in a variety of styles and shapes, and those windows come with a lifetime limited warranty. And Window World also does other products like doors, vinyl siding, garage doors, hurricane products like impact windows, fabric panels, and shutters, and so much more. Find out for yourself. Visit them online at windowworldgulfcoast.com or call today for a free in-home estimate, 251-665-4646. That's 251-665-4646. Window World.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
Our biggest problem in Mobile is a major accident that has the eastbound lanes of Moffett Road closed just west of Howes Ferry. Now, you did have driver entrapment there for a while. Does look like the driver has been extricated. However, the eastbound lanes are still blocked. Again, it's Moffett Road just west of Howes Ferry. Biggest interstate problem is in coastal Mississippi, eastbound I-10 just past Moss Point. Interstate was closed by this crash for a while. They've reopened the left lane. Right lane is still blocked. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Ray Romero.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
Today brings more rain to the Gulf Coast. Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Thomas Gieboy with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. This morning be on the lookout for showers and a few rumbles of thunder. Rain chances will be high once again today and will be near 70% throughout much of today. Most spots get close to another inch of rain, but some spots might get more. Highs will be into the middle 80s. Tonight is more of the same with lingering showers, but will begin to clear out starting on Wednesday.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Taloni with WKRG News 5, coverage you can count on. A missing persons case is now a homicide investigation in Pensacola. The body of 12-year-old Naomi Jones was found yesterday 4 miles from her home. Sheriff David Morgan immediately announced investigators have several persons of interest, though he would not address a motive.
I don't care why. You've killed one of my citizens.
At least 2 people charged in a shootout near USA Medical Center Monday morning are out of jail. Antonio Brown and Donazan Floyd were released on bond. Police say the men were among 4 men who began firing shots from an SUV and another car near Stanton Road. At least 38 yellow cones marked the number of shell casings on the ground. Coast Guard crews will continue their search at daybreak for a person in the water off Dolphin Island. That search began Monday after a kayak with personal items but no kayaker washed ashore near Dolphin Island Parkway. I'm Jessica Taloni with WKRG News 5, coverage you can count on.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. The third terrorist killed by police during an attack in London Saturday night is identified as an Italian-Moroccan named Youssef Zagba, 22 years old. A group of Muslim leaders in the UK is refusing to pray for any of them. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson speaking in New Zealand.
I was actually encouraged when I heard on the news this morning that a number of imams in London have condemned these attackers and said they will not perform prayer services over their funerals, which means they're condemning their souls.
7 people died in that attack Saturday. A contractor accused of leaking classified documents is in federal custody.
Reality Lee Winner is charged with mailing top-secret information about Russian hacking efforts to a news outlet. The 25-year-old was arrested after a story appeared on the Intercept website. The Intercept report said Russia tried to obtain elections-related software.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. Fox News. We report, you decide.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NHL, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals saw the Predators beat the Penguins 4-1. Nashville goalie Pekka Rinne had 23 saves in net, while rookie Frederick Gaudreau gets credited with the game-winning goal. The home teams won every game so far in the series, which is now tied at 2-2. Game 5 will be Thursday in Pittsburgh. College basketball news, Ohio State let go head coach Thad Matta after 13 seasons, citing failures in recruiting. He won 337 games with the Buckeyes, but had missed the NCAA tournament each of the past 2 seasons. Baseball in the American League, the Astros won their 11th game in a row with a 7-3 win over the Royals. The A's beat the Blue Jays 5-3 behind Ron Healy, who drove in all 5 Oakland runs with a pair of homers. In the National League, the Nationals down the Dodgers 4-2. It was the Giants over the Brewers 7-2. Cubs down the Marlins 3-1. Chicago's now tied with Milwaukee for first place in the NL Central. Reds down the Cardinals 4-2. It was the Phillies beating the Braves 11-4.
If you're looking for a chiropractor, check out my chiropractor, Dr. Call, at Mobile Chiropractic Associates. You can call them at 251-341-1211. Online, chiroassociates.com.
MSNBC's Morning Joe speaks truth to power.
Here's a message to the White House. You keep lying, we're going to keep reporting.
With access to the people who matter, from the Senate floor to the Oval Office. Morning Joe, weekdays 6 to 9 Eastern on MSNBC.
You don't want to mess with the IRS. They have the power to garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. That's all true. But thankfully, they're offering a way out. The Fresh Start Initiative. If you qualify, it could save you thousands. The experts at Optima Tax Relief will fight to get you the best possible tax settlement. And they have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau to prove it. Call Optima for your free consultation.
Call 800-960-1575. 800-960-1575.
If you want to sell your house, if you need to sell your house, you need to partner up with Sandy Frost of Roberts Brothers. I'm Uncle Henry. I've been able to observe Sandy Frost over the last 17 years of me working here because she's been coming in every week to host a radio show where she markets homes. I've been a witness to how...
We're here on Facebook. Good morning, Facebook viewer. We're going to be back on the radio in less than a minute with Angelo of Mobile Bay Coins, continuing to talk about whatever's going on in the world around us. And we have more information on, not information, we have more comment on campaign songs for candidates. So we'll be ready for that. We actually have an incredibly good suggestion that has come in from a local artist. All right, let me see.
Which artist?
Brent Amaker.
Awesome.
Let me see if.
Well, good morning, Brent.
Yeah, let's. All right, well, here we go. We're back on radio. Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show here with Angelo, MobileBayCoins.com. I'm going to be at Mobile Bay Coins later today from 9 to 10, broadcasting live. We started the hour talking about the Sam Jones, whether or not he's going to run for mayor. And there's a story on AL.com about Sam Jones and the Facebook page. There's a Facebook page that makes it look like he's running for mayor.
Right, I've seen that.
And people keep emailing me about this Facebook page. Did you see what is on that Facebook page?
I was probably one of those people, wasn't I?
Actually, no.
Thank
Actually,
goodness.
you were not.
So I'm not on the bad list then.
And so AL.com, Lawrence Specker, have a story saying they talked to Sam Jones. Sam Jones says the Facebook page, he's aware of it, but it's not officially sanctioned. It's not officially sanctioned, and he says he's going to make a decision soon, and it will be before qualifying begins in July. So sometime this month, we'll know whether or not Sam Jones is running for mayor. And Johnny Gwynn of JohnnyGwynn.com brought up the Sam Jones rap song.
Right. Jones, yeah, he bring us all together, bringing down taxes, cut the gas prices. Mobile, we won, to hell with all the races. Here to feed the homeless, they walk around shoeless, give you good advice. Never had you clueless, working hard 9 to 5, 7 days.
Somebody is shoeless in the rap song.
It's about Sam Jones. You know I gotta tweet it. Yeah, I know you heard US rocking every beat. We just 3 young men trying to.
All right, so the Sam Jones for mayor rap song, and I wondered, will there be a Sandy Stimpson for mayor song? And I suggested Brandy by Looking Glass being rearranged, or Mandy by Barry Manilow being rearranged, the lyrics. And I got a message from Brent Amaker, the local float designer. He suggests the song I Want Candy from the do you remember the song I Want Candy from the 1960s?
That's sort of an upbeat song.
Well, it is. I think that may be the easiest to convert if you're looking for easy conversion, because the lyrics are very basic in I Want Candy. In fact, let's see. You're right, it is upbeat. Easily convertible into a mayor instead of a girl. And then
you're going to describe the mayor as sweet?
And then you get to the chorus. Standy. I want Standy. All right, so thank you, Brent Amaker. That's an outstanding suggestion. The I Want Standy campaign song that could, if a local artist could put that together, I'm sure that Standy Simpson, then we could play that and the Sam Jones rap together.
Or how about Stand By Me? Sandy by me instead of Stand By Me?
I don't know. I'm not a
You're
musician.
not that creative?
No. Thank you, Brent Amaker, for your suggestion of I Want Standy to the tune of I Want Candy to put up against the Sam Jones rap song.
Time saver traffic from the Dean McCrary Mazda Traffic Center.
We're still seeing between a mile and 2 mile long backup on eastbound I-10 through the Moss Point area in Jackson County, Mississippi. The problem is an accident that is still blocking the right lane of traffic. Left lane, though, is passing through the area. Several big accidents on the board to Mobile as well. Eastbound Moffett, just west of House Ferry. Crash involved driver entrapment for a while. They're still trying to get that one clear. And an accident spot on Helen and Birchfield. I'm Ray Romero with Time Saver Traffic.
This report is brought to you by Compassion International. Every child is born with talents, hopes, and dreams, but poverty will steal those dreams. You can help a child find hope when you become their sponsor with Compassion International. Give a child a chance to dream again. Find out how at compassion.com/radio.
First alert weather from WKRG News 5 and the Chemco Metal Buildings Weather Center.
It's going to be another wet one along the Gulf Coast. As you head out the door this morning, make sure you grab the umbrella and give yourself a little extra time. Showers from the Gulf will be moving in for much of today. Rain coverage today will be around 70%. During periods without rain, expect mostly cloudy skies. Highs today will only manage the middle 80s. Tonight we keep the chance for lingering showers, but rain coverage goes down to 40%. From the News 5 First Alert Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Tom Skiboy.
This report is brought to you by the T.J. Martell Foundation.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Church, asking you to join me in the fight against leukemia, cancer, and AIDS through the T.J. Martell Foundation. Your support helps facilitate cutting-edge research that will lead to more effective treatments and save more lives. Visit tjmartell.org to learn about music's promise for a cure.
You're home for Rush every weekday at 11. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. Daily Reagan coming up in about 10 minutes on the Uncle Henry Show. Now, one of the stories people are following nationally is some NSA documents were leaked about Russian hacking, where Russians were trying to hack right before the last election. The documents detail the different techniques where they were sending government workers, the Russian hackers were sending government workers emails. It's called phishing.
Right.
And they were trying to get them to click on a Microsoft document that would have then put malware onto their computers. One of these things where you're tricking somebody into clicking something very hazardous.
Right.
The person that leaked these were top secret documents, and the person who leaked them has been arrested, or allegedly leaked them, has been arrested. A government contractor, a 25-year-old lady. Her name is Reality Winner, WINNER, Reality Winner.
And her middle name is Lee, by the way, Leigh.
It just, what an odd, every time I hear this news story, it's like a mental speed bump, because you hear Reality Winner and you think it's somebody on a TV show that's won Survivor or Dancing with the Stars or something like that, The Bachelor. It's just one of the more remarkable names.
It just makes me think that were her parents hippies, wannabe hippies, failed hippies?
Or did she change her own name?
Right.
That's what I'm very curious about this, because even for a hippie, that's a weird name. Most of these names that are unusual for children are more poetic names,
right?
Names that provoke a certain emotion, like the celebrity that named their child Apple, or Michael Jackson named his son Blanket.
Or Moon Zappa.
Moon Unit Zappa, or Dweezil, but Reality. It's just, I just wonder if Mom did that. Did Mom and Dad do that, or did this young lady do this on her own? She, reporters went and looked her up on social media, of course, which is what you do now.
Right.
In modern times when somebody's arrested, and she she allegedly leaked top secret documents, and is also a Bernie Sanders supporter and a big time anti-Trump resist Trump person.
Fight the Trump.
Yes. So, and now one of the first, probably many people will be arrested before the end of this administration for leaking, but she's the first.
And it just bothers me. Again, I'm sorry to be so paranoid about some of this stuff, but it still makes me wonder. I know you mentioned the Justice Department is the one that had her arrested and so on and so forth. It makes me wonder, though, is this something that is real, or is this something that's fictitious, and they're doing that to draw attention away from something else that's going on?
Well, when it comes to the stories about hacking,
right?
There were other things that were leaked months ago that claimed that there are tools out there that can make it look like anybody hacked anything.
Right. So maybe this whole character is a fictitious person created by the Justice Department to draw attention.
Nobody would make up the name Reality Winner.
missiles.
You know the story.
All options are on the table.
Now it's time to share your opinion.
We have a very serious issue in the world right now called North Korea.
News Radio 710, WNTM.
If you've been waiting to buy a new RV, now is the time to go get one at RVs Unlimited. Here's Jeremy and Ed Strickler.
It is time for the 2018s already in the RV industry. They come out a little sooner than the cars do in the fall, so the 17s have to go. And we would love to find them a good home, and we are offering a 25% discount on all the remaining 17 models on the lot. So this is the best savings of the year right now going on.
Some as much as 40% off.
Yeah, and 25% is the starting point. We have some as much as 40% off.
So great deals on new RVs and on pre-owned RVs at RVs Unlimited in Robertsdale. Remember, they don't play games with you. There's no haggling at RVs Unlimited, and they don't tack on hidden dealer fees at the end of the transaction. These are people that make customer service a specialty. RVs Unlimited in Robertsdale. You'll find out more information online at rvsunlimited.com.
When you have a passion for pasta or pizza, it's Pizzeria Delfina. Owner Richie Gambino puts his personal touch on perfecting pasta, pizza, calzone, antipasta, stromboli, and more. With fresh ingredients and a love for creating culinary classics for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday too from 4 to 9 p.m. Pizzeria Delfina. Authentic Italian food made fresh to order. Dine-in, takeout, catering, and delivery available through Port City Deliveries. Pizzeria Delfina. Lower Dolphin Street, downtown Mobile.
Take care of your skin. See Dr. Thomas Bender at Advanced Dermatology and Skincare Center. Dr. Bender sees patients in Mobile, Daphne, and Bay Minette. Find out more online at advanceddermclinic.com.
If you or someone you know is blind from retinitis pigmentosa, or RP, there may now be light at the end of the tunnel. The FDA has approved a prosthesis system that provides some artificial vision for those blinded by RP. Known as the Argus II retinal prosthesis system and designated by FDA as a humanitarian device, this is the only FDA-approved treatment for end-stage retinitis pigmentosa. Find out more by calling 800-499-7620, 800-499-7620 to learn more about an FDA-approved system that restores some vision for those blinded by RP. Call 800-499-7620. Call now. Argus II is indicated for use in patients with profound RP who are 25 years or older with bare light or no light perception in both eyes and who have a previous history of useful form vision. Patients may not be eligible due to certain ocular diseases, conditions, or structures that could prevent the Argus II from working, or a successful implantation or adequate healing from surgery, or the presence of a metallic or active implantable device in the head. Side effects include conjunctival erosion or dehiscence, endophthalmitis, hypotony, retinal detachment, and dislodgement of the retinal tack.
If you have a tree problem, call Donnie Chastang at Chastang's Tree Service for a free estimate. Telephone number 251-342-4667. Donnie Chastang with Chastang's Tree Service.
I'm Jason Flom, founding board member of the Innocence Project, and my new podcast is Wrongful Conviction, available on iHeartRadio. On Wrongful Conviction, I interview a different exoneree every week and help them to tell their incredible stories of tragedy and triumph against impossible odds. You've got to hear it to believe it. Wrongful Conviction from iHeart Studios, available now on iHeartRadio.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
We're still seeing between a mile and 2 mile long backup on eastbound I-10 through the Moss Point area in Jackson County, Mississippi. The problem is an accident that is still blocking the right lane of traffic. Left lane, though, is passing through the area. Several big accidents on the board to Mobile as well. Eastbound Moffett, just west of House Ferry. Crash involved driver entrapment for a while. They're still trying to get that one clear. And an accident spot on Helen and Birchfield. I'm Ray Romero with Time Saver Traffic.
This report is brought to you by the T.J. Martell Foundation. Join the T.J. Martell Foundation in the fight against leukemia, cancer, and AIDS. Your support helps facilitate cutting-edge research that will lead to more effective treatments and save more lives. Visit tjmartell.org to learn more.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
It just seems like we can't shake the rain, and it's going to be another wet one along the Gulf Coast. Rain chances today will be north of 50% once again, and throughout much of the day, rain chances will be at least 70% as showers work in from the Gulf. Expect scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder. Highs will reach the middle 80s. Showers will linger tonight, but the trend will be lowering rain chances and will finally start to dry out starting on Wednesday. From the News 5 First Alert Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Thomas Geeboy.
We love Nick Saban. Just wanted to get that out of the way. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
We've arrived at the Daily Reagan. The Daily Reagan is a presentation of SAD Healthcare. That's spelled with two A's, S-A-A-D, sadhealthcare.com.
Tomorrow, we can vote to go forward with an America of momentum or back to an America of malaise. Go forward with an economy that's robust or back to an economy that went bust. Go forward with morale up, jobs up, and inflation and taxes down. Or back to seeing things the other way around. Why raise our taxes when we can raise our sights? Why accept policies that ration our strength when we can vote for policies that build our strength? Let's walk together on the new path of hope and opportunity and work in a new spirit of patriotism to improve our neighborhoods and communities and build a better America. If the dream of America is to be preserved, we must not waste the genius of one mind, the strength of one body, or the spirit of one soul. Let us encourage all Americans, men and women, young and old, individuals of every race, creed, and color, to succeed and to be healthy, happy, and whole.
The Daily Reagan, a presentation of SAD Healthcare, S-A-A-D, sadhealthcare.com. We have news headlines coming up in less than 10 minutes from Fox and from WKRG. The Uncle Henry Show continuing. Angelo's here from MobileBayCoins.com. I'll be broadcasting live from Mobile Bay Coins, 2204 Government Street, today from 9 to 10. This morning, the president has been tweeting. And I noticed yesterday, I'm going to tell you what he's been tweeting. Yesterday, I did notice continued debate on whether or not he should tweet. One big component of the debate was yesterday about how his tweets might be used by lawyers in different cases, that he ought to quit tweeting because it could come back to haunt him. Now, here's one tweet from this morning. The president tweeted, "The fake mainstream media is working so hard trying to get me not to use social media. They hate that I can get the honest and unfiltered message out." And then he went on to tweet, "Sorry, folks, but if I would have relied on the fake news of CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS, Washington Post, and New York Times, I would have zero chance winning the White House." So this is in radio terms, in music radio terms, this is playing the hits. He is playing these are the hit songs, and he's playing the hit songs by going after the media and specifically calling out various news organizations
by name
as fake news. So this is very popular. A lot of people probably, maybe not you, the individual listener, but some people heard this with a smile. They got a smile that grew on their face when they heard him call out each individual company as fake news. So this is playing the hits.
And the fact that you were talking about songs and song lyrics earlier, now in my head, I'm hearing "One tweet over the line, sweet Jesus."
Oh, really?
Yeah, that song is now running through my head with Donald Trump sort of modifying the lyrics here instead of the other word that was used in that.
Now, wasn't that other word?
Toke.
One toke over the line. What was that song about?
How would I know, Uncle Henry? Sitting downtown at the railway station, one toke over the line. I'm just sitting here thinking with President Trump, it's one tweet over the line.
I'm looking in our system,
to see if you can find
our
that
vast digital archives here. We have all these radio stations in the building. I'm very pleased to see it doesn't look like we have that song. Do you remember the name of the group that did it?
I honestly do not.
Okay.
If Ron is listening, he probably knows right off the top of his head, or maybe Johnny Gwynn. I am terrible with song names and artists.
Well,
that is one of my weaknesses, unfortunately.
I'm very happy to report that we don't have. I don't believe we have that here.
Really? I didn't think you'd want to play that on your show.
Would that be something that would be on the Rocket, on 96.1 The Rocket?
I would think so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to ask Chip Nelson if that song has been banned from our radio stations or not. I'm so glad that we don't have the Toke song.
Brewer and Shipley, one toke over the line.
Brewer
and Shipley.
Okay. We do not have that song. Very good. Thank you.
But see, that would
I feel
fit
better
with
about my company.
With the tweeting, with all the tweetage
The
that
tweeting.
he's doing.
Back to the tweets.
And I still have yet to tweet.
You're not on Twitter.
I'm not a tweeter person.
Well, you don't know what you're missing.
I'm actually like you. I think I'm on Instagram, but I've never Instagrammed anything.
Okay. Find me on Twitter, at Uncle Henry. Very easy to find. There you will find me. But yes, the president this morning going after the mainstream media. He also tweeted, here's a tweet I did not tell you about that came early this morning. The tweet, big meeting today with Republican leadership concerning tax cuts and health care. We are all pushing hard. Must get it right. And this is something people keep, there's stories almost every day about tax cuts and health care not happening this year. But he's
pushing forward.
He's saying that they're meeting about it today. So we'll find out. Maybe we will have it this year, and those stories saying there wouldn't be tax cuts or health care are the fake news that he's referring to.
There you go.
From all these different outlets. So Donald Trump tweeting. Always great to see I'm one of the few people in the media that thinks he should keep tweeting.
I think it's great. I love it.
I think it's far too valuable, far too effective for him to set that particular weapon down in his arsenal.
And when in doubt, you always have something to fall back on to talk about for your morning show.
Well, that has nothing to do with the fact that he tweets mostly during this show. It has nothing to do with that. And the fact that I don't even have to think. I can just look at his Twitter and there's show material and I don't even have to think.
And it puts a smile on your face.
Has nothing to do with that.
It puts a smile on your face.
Has nothing to do with me having to put in less effort. All right, we're out of time for the hour. Thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. If you want to look at Angelo, in fact, he even danced this hour in his chair. You can look at the video on the Uncle Henry YouTube page or also on the News Radio 710 WNTM Facebook page, the Vibrational Angelo.
iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Austin, but you miss Seattle? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist stations.
Hey, this is Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue on iHeartRadio.
Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. Free radio and unlimited music all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Angelo's here from Mobile Bay Coins. Angelo, when you do a free appraisal, what kind of appraisal is it?
We have a couple different options, Uncle Henry. Number one, most importantly, if you want to sell your items and you're trying to figure out what those are worth, bring them by the coin shop. That could be coins, jewelry, sterling silver flatware, Confederate paper money. We will make you an offer, an appraisal based off of what we will pay you for those items right now on the spot. The other option is you can get an insurance appraisal. Maybe you want to get this insured. This is part of your collection. You don't want to sell it. You want to hang on to it, but you don't want to lose it in a fire or some sort of other tragedy. We can do an insurance appraisal for you.
But the insurance appraisal, there's a fee with that, correct?
That fee is $0 and no cents.
How can that be?
Because we don't charge. We do not charge for those appraisals, Uncle Henry.
Truly free appraisals?
Absolutely free.
Mobile Bay Coins, 2204 Government Street, Midtown Mobile. Look for Mobile Bay Coins on Facebook. The website is mobilebaycoins.com.
The 1,200,000 women and men of Rotary have accomplished extraordinary things. They've taught millions of people to read, worked toward world peace, and have nearly eradicated a crippling childhood disease from the face of the planet. But each of those 1,200,000 women and men know they could accomplish so much more if only they were 1,200,001. Find out what an impact one person can make Learn about Rotary at Rotary.org.
Your home for traffic and weather on the nines every morning. News Radio 710 WNTM, Mobile, an iHeart radio station, 99.9 WMXC HD3.